Good morning, this is Andy's free guitar chart videos here. Welcome to my YouTube subscribers and my Facebook group friends, and anyone who's found this video, give it a like, subscribe, and keep watching Andy's free guitar chart videos for the latest guitar chart breakthroughs that I am discovering and sharing with you. Today we're going to be continuing on diminished chords because it's such an important subject. It's a difficult subject, diminished chords. On guitar, regular 6-string guitar. My guitar is down C tuned, so we have, here's your tuning. There's down D tuned, and there's down C tuned right there in E shape C right there, E half position. Why is it in E half position? Because the fully position starts on the 7th, but this E position usually starts on, for power chords and things, bar chords, starts on the root. Wakes you up. So the most important thing to remember, I think, about this chart is we're going to have 5 different ways to play the same chord. The half-diminished 7th chord, the Locrian mode. It's the 7th chord because we're including the 6th of the root. Here's the root. Root 7, 6. So we're going to include the 6th, the 4th, the 2nd, and the 7th for a 7th chord. As I said, the 5 different ways, let's just look at them. That, and notice I did mention that the name of the chart is ways to find the half-diminished chords. I didn't say ways to play them. Okay? So, of course we want to play them. So we'll get to that. And you need to play a half-diminished chord to hear that half-diminished tonality, right? You want to hear that sound. Oh yes, that's the half-diminished chord for sure. We're going to end up with the same 7, 2, 4, and 6 scale degrees of the root of the Ionian. It's an Ionian based numbering system. Root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 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 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, root 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I hope you're all having a good day. You know, it's not so bad. So I'm just a little tired, and now that the slightly warmer weather, instead of 20s and 30s and 40s, we're looking at 40s and 50s, perhaps low 60s this week. The warmer weather, and now it's raining outside. So it makes me a little tired. This wakes me up, works for me, works for you. You want to know more about guitar. You want to know how people have no trouble playing. Okay? But every time I see a guy bending notes, you know, down, walk this way, and staying alive, you know, that ain't even bending notes. You know, that's just like going. Like that, just like that. Yeah, I said to myself, why didn't I think of that? So you don't want to be razzle-dazzled. You want to learn how to play your own, at your own pace, your own song, and I would love to put music to, words to my songs sometimes, but that it just becomes such a different matter. You know, what are you gonna say? One time I auditioned for a chorus, and she said, "All right, so just go la la la," and then she said, "Play la la, la 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 la," and then she goes la 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 la, and then she goes la 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 la. Okay, to try and determine I was a baritone. You don't want to la la your way. You know, the best songs these days are the vocalists really are, the force multipliers, the catalysts that make it all meaningful. So you want to learn how to play your own music so we can, you can do things like just. Right? And then you get into the mood. You get maybe do a little chord change there, put some words to it. All right, so back to the lesson here. I know we've taken some time because there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of stuff in the news going on, you know, and some tensions around the world, but I think we'll get through it. Um, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing, and I have friends. I went to school with people from all over the world, really. And I had friends who were of all different nationalities, not all of them, but different nationalities, and girlfriends too. So anyway, uh, it's a difficult time, and it's good to do music to break the tension, you know. And so here we go. All of these 5 methods are going to arrive at the same, either this or this. Okay, so they're not going to arrive at the exact same notes. It's either going to be the diminished chord, which we consider the triad, or the diminished 7th chord, which we consider a dominant 7th chord. We just call it a 7th chord. When you have a minor 7th, okay, all 3 minors, Dorian, Phrygian, and Aeolian, are all dominant 7th minors because there's a whole step from the local Dorian, Phrygian, or Aeolian root to its 7th. The other 2 are major 7ths, Ionian and Lydian. Okay, and then, of course, Mixolydian is the dominant 7th, the most popular dominant 7th. All right, and we're going to be using that chord as one of the methods to find the half-diminished. So, here we go. We have 3, 5, 6 root, 3, 5, 6 root, 3, 5. So there's our C shape. Over here we go to our A shape. Okay, we've got 5 root 3 here. Whereas the C is the C shape right here is 5 root 3, 5 root 3. It really goes into the D shape right there. So you can see the D shape is similar to that. If we scoot over to the D shape, okay, here's our D shape, and then we have the 3rd of the C shape there that's up there. Because as you're going to the right, you're going up in the word cage. D starts the word caged again. Oh, I cut these off, but these guys aren't that important, but I'll fix these later. These are the modals. As you go to a pentatonic scale, okay, they're the modals. We'll look at them later. Okay, so we're back here at the C box,